Guys, welcome to Water Change Wednesday. Sorry, just had to get my drink over here. We are golden. We're good. Got a bunch of people in here already. Welcome, guys. Welcome. So today's Water Change Wednesday. Sorry I missed Sunday. There's just been a ton of stuff going on. You know, being in the new house, setting up tanks, all that good stuff. So yeah, we're a little bit behind, but going forward, we should be on a normal schedule back on Wednesday and Sunday. What up, John's Fish Room? Sup, Brody? What's going on? So today is going to be, I got to clean out these two tanks right here. And excuse that banging, that is actually my steam system. It is acting up, and I'm just fixing my mic for YouTube. There we go. That should be good. Howdy, howdy, howdy. What's going on? What's up, Charles? What's up, Lee Bryan? Arab Aquarium. Hello, my friend from Dubai. We love you. Oh, thank you. I love you too. Thank you. Ben Beta. What's up? Wayne, what's going on? I apologize for that banging, but there's nothing that I could do about it. That's my steam pipes. It'll eventually stop. Nice plants. Thank you. I caught you. Woot woot. What's up? What's up? Since your plants are doing well without CO2, are you going to continue without it? No, actually, I finally got the CO2 wrap back up, but what I do plan on doing, being that little accident kind of, oh geez, that banging was annoying, but being that little accident of CO2 kind of showed me that you don't necessarily need the CO2 for some plants to stay really red, and that they look better that way. What I'm actually planning on doing is using one or two of the tanks that I'm going to be setting up as just highlight with no CO2 and see what plants do better under that condition as kind of like a little test experiment. So I'll be doing that in the near future once we get the new tanks in and all that. I actually went to Petco the other day and told him I need 12 40-gallon breeders. The guy looked at me like, I'm like, yeah, I need 12. You heard me right. So he said he's gonna order me the 12, and that way I could just get them and bring them here. I have to rent the pickup. I don't know. My truck can hold like 3 or 4 probably at a time, so we'll see. Let's see, some people on YouTube. By the way, if you're watching this on Instagram or Facebook, we're also streaming on YouTube. Probably the best angle and the best quality, but feel free to watch wherever you are if you want. Let's see. First time watching the stream, excited to check it out. Thank you, Dan. Big Joe's Fish Room, how's it going? How's it going? It's going pretty good. Matthew, what's up? Floyd, what's up? Cat Dragon Rose, hi. Can't wait to get my plants on tomorrow. Well, I am excited for you too. I hope you like them. Let me know how they turn out. What's up, William? William, did you get my email? I sent you an invoice for the plants that you melted. It's free. Just confirm that. That way it just goes into my queue of orders, so that way I don't forget to do it. And now that I think about it, there probably isn't going to be them in stock, so it's not going to let you. But after I get done streaming, I'll do it and I'll send you a message to just check that out. Just found the vids yesterday. Love the channel. Thank you, Outcast Outdoors. Yeah, John, that is crazy, right? 12 tanks, I'm guessing you're referring to. What's up, Gamby? What's up, Corey's Aquatics? All right, so let's see. Somebody asked, what's up, Orlando Lover? Do some plants not like CO2? From Ethan. So some plants do better under low CO2 or no CO2, which I've come to realize because I had several different species of plants. Well, I did lose a couple of them due to lack of CO2 because some of them require it. There was some that actually have brightened up, gotten a better color, and are growing faster without CO2, which almost kind of doesn't make sense. But I guess certain species really don't like the pH, so that's really what I'm thinking. It's not essentially the carbon dioxide getting infused into the water. It's the pH that's dropping that I think is inhibiting some growth and some color on certain plants. Not all of them, but a few key plants. So I want to really isolate those plants in an upcoming tank without any sort of CO2 and see what happens because I think they'll be nice. Why do you have algae problems in the title tonight? What's going on? So let's address that. So there's going to be a video tomorrow that you're going to see on YouTube and Facebook that's going to show the algae problems that are going on in this tank and in this tank. Basically, both of them have a tremendous amount of green hair algae going on, which, due to moving, increasing light, because I went from one fixture to two fixtures on each of these, CO2 being out of whack, nutrients, I was overdosing. There's a lot of different causes. Basically, I got a bunch of green hair algae in both these tanks and a lot of blackbeard algae in this tank. If you're on Instagram, you're not going to be able to see it, but if you want to join me on YouTube or Facebook, feel free. You can see more camera angles. But I have to rip apart these tanks right now, which I'm going to kind of show you guys and show you kind of the maintenance that I do. And this is stuff that I do behind the scenes that you don't always see, but I already did about half this tank the other night. I have to do the rest of this tank, and then I have to do the whole next tank over here. And basically that's going to involve me ripping out every plant in there, kind of peeling off any algae that I could get off, removing any covered bits that I really can't do, and see what happens. Basically, right now, my method of getting rid of it is, now that I got the CO2 stabilized, lighting is back on a normal schedule, things are starting to bounce back now. All the new growth should be coming in, but I have to remove all the old contaminated growth because it's just going to keep enabling it to continue growing. Regardless of if I balance it, it's really best to remove the infected areas. So we're going to do that. And somebody, Wayne says, spot treat with peroxide. So I would, but there is an incredible amount of it, and I also have sensitive plants. So spot treating with Excel or peroxide or anything like that could possibly harm the sensitive plants that I have in there, which I'm not willing to do. I already lost, I don't even know, but my guess is probably about 20 different species of stem plants, so I have to order them and all that. So spot treating is not an option for me at the moment. Best thing to do right now is I have buckets all laid out here on the table in front of me. I'm going to start ripping out plants slowly, tossing away the garbage pieces that are covered in algae, and clean up anything that I can, and plant only new healthy growth that's bouncing back. If the plant looks for whatever reason that it's not doing well, I'm just going to leave it alone and let it continue to adjust, because new water parameters, although I haven't tested, probably a lack of husbandry on my part. I should have tested the water, but I haven't. Alright, let's see what some YouTubers are saying, or there's some people on YouTube. Hello everyone, what's up Sergeant Tank? Doing some water tests, how about you? Well, I just explained what I'm doing. What's up Racing, how's it going? Oki Rogue, what's up? Of course you start streaming when I'm moving my computer, you know it Jake. Sabotage, what's up? How's it going? What's up V-Stag? Alright, I think that's everybody on YouTube. Let's see, anybody on... What's up, Liz? What's up, Barentino? Ear says, I got some sad baby tears from you, but they're bounced back so nicely. Oh, that's nice. Was it the dwarf baby tears or regular baby tears, Ear? I'd like to know, because somebody bought those little cups of baby tears that I had on the site that I had ordered just to test out. And I'm just curious how they're doing, if it was one of those. If not, if it's the stems, then that's fine. Do you have anything other than plants in the tanks? No. I did get cherry shrimp for this, but I don't see any, so... Oh, actually I do see one. Just as I said that, I see one. There's a cherry shrimp right there. I got 10 of them. I see one. I don't know what happened to the rest. I guess we'll see as we go. I'll have to be careful not to pull any out accidentally. I had my filter covered, and I'm really hoping that... Basically, I put a piece of sponge over my intake on my Sun on this tank, hoping to prevent any kind of babies of the shrimp getting sucked into the filter if they do decide to breed. I don't know if they're going to. I've never bred shrimp, so I don't know. But I did put that over that. It was really restricting the flow of the filter to the point where the filter stopped. So I had to remove that piece of sponge, and now I'm just kind of hoping that it works without it. Most of the time, though, a lot of the rotting plant debris will get caught on the outside of the filter. So essentially, that should limit the suction that it has on the shrimp, and they should be able to swim around it safely. But you never know. So I'm hoping that that goes. Oh, they were in the cups. Oh, okay. So they did well then. They didn't. Yeah, they kind of when I got them in, they were looking alright. One or two were spotty, but they still look like they would bounce back, and I'm glad that they did. Did anyone know that discus eat Riccia? No, I didn't. Interesting to know. My friend has a question. My soul... Wait, what? My soul make my pH 4.5. What should I do to make it 6.8? You could get a pH booster if you want to really bring it up, but you may be having a hard time if something's bringing it down naturally. That may be a problem. How long do you leave your lights on every day? So these right now are on for 8 hours a day. Eventually I'm going to work up to 10, and we'll see how it goes. What's up, Tiggs? How's it going? Let's see. My 55 is completely done. Also, same problem, hair, algae all over the glass and plants. I'm going to cut the plants to the proper areas, but it's all over my canister in an output. Rocks everything, thinking of taking something. It cut off the rest of your message, I don't know. I'm continually getting problems with cloudy water. I have just bought TMC Vector 600 sterilizer. Do you think that will work? Barry, honestly, I'm not familiar with that for sterilizer. Is it like a bacteria bloom that you're getting? Limestone brings it up. I think limestone does bring up the pH, and I think so does seashells. Oh, thanks for all the likes on Instagram. Appreciate it, guys. So yeah, thanks for filming in landscape mode. You're welcome, Michael. I actually I couldn't find because I have my tripod rigged where one plugs into another, so I can mount both of my phones to it, and the other one I was using, like the other phone holder, and I think it's in the bathroom now, but the other day I forgot it and I couldn't figure out what to do, so I added a tablet holder that holds my iPhone perfectly. So the only thing that's not in landscape is the stream on Instagram, but that's about it. What's up, Narsol? Alright. Rams will help clear away algae. Will they? My ram really doesn't need algae. He just picks around the tank. But all right, so I'm gonna get started. I'll answer your questions as they go along. And yeah, what's the ideal KH for a planted tank? It really depends on the plants. You say mostly Ludwigia and Anubis. Ooh, I have to check my KH honestly to tell you what. It really depends on like CO2, lighting, all that, but I think I want to say between a 4 and a 6 is like ideal. What's the best against brown algae? I've never had it before, just showed up 2 days ago and it's spreading fast. What's the best against it? If it's brown like spot algae, that's normal, that'll go away on its own. Wait, are you live on Facebook also? Yes, I am. I'm live on Facebook and YouTube. For those of you watching on Instagram or anywhere else, feel free to pop in H2O plants on all the platforms. YouTube has the best view, I would say. You get like almost three tanks. Facebook gets like 2 or 1.5, and then Instagram only gets 1 right now. But we're going to start on this tank. So what I'm going to do is I already did half of this tank for those of you that are just joining. That has already been cleared out. Now I have to start going through the rest of this side of the tank. Basically, I'm going to take everything out, trim everything back, remove any leaves that really need to be removed, and we'll go from there. So. First, I'm going to remove all this Riccia that's floating here. This is all Riccia. Oh, that all broke free. Nice. Okay. Whole bunch of Riccia I got here. Basically what I'm going to just do is I got a big thing of water here that I'm just going to start sticking plants into to hold them, to keep them wet while I do everything. That's rather weird. I have a frog bit that's getting red and yellow leaves. That's strange. Hello from New Zealand. Welcome. Hello from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Highlight KH tests at 6.1. Highlight KH test at 6.1. Oh, 2.16 alkalinity. I would say it's probably a decent testing. It's more about consistency than anything, as long as you're not at 0 or super high. So just shoot for in between that sweet spot and just maintain it. That's pretty good. What's up, Kaylin? Hello from Utah. What's going on, guys? What works best for algae? Really balancing the tank, but because we just moved and I'm in new water parameters, and my CO2 system was out of whack, the tanks are not properly balanced right now, so that's what I'm working on doing now. I'm having a hard time with Rickia growing. Any tips? For me, it grows really easily. If you don't have it floating, maybe try it floated and see what happens. Just let it float on your tank, and that might allow it to establish a bit better. So here's what I'm talking about. For those of you, I'm going to show here. You may be able to see, like this stem right here, a lot of these are browning. Like these, all the brown stems are bad, but all the green ones are still good. So this is somewhat of a rarer stem plant. So I'm just going to isolate the better looking ones, and I'm going to keep those. Anything that's really brown and that I know is going to die, I'm just going to toss. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. Like I gotta just do maintenance on these plants, remove anything that obviously isn't gonna make it, because these are all you see right here. This one in particular, this one is like sad and hunched over there. That one's definitely gone. And I'm just gonna keep whatever's green and growing. And got a bit of moss on there, another stem there. So all of that is garbage. Got my little garbage bucket here too, so I'm just going to stick anything that is not going back in the tank in there. And this is just, this is to maintain the plants properly and remove anything that's really melting. I gave it a few days, and I'm just going to take care of anything that I know isn't going to continue growing. So it's been floating for about a month now. Really? Is it not growing at all, or is it growing too fast? I dose ferts and CO2. That's strange. Can we see what you're doing? It's kind of hard for me to show everything at once, but basically all I'm doing is I'm taking the plants out and just ripping off dead pieces, and that's it. Let's see. Well, after chasing down the stream, I'm finally here, switching from IG to YouTube. I didn't get a notification. Shame on YouTube. Shame. Yeah, that it is. It's weird. Aaron Dutch has 0 KH. Does he really? Let's see. You should mount cameras over the tank so we can see. In a future setup, I will. My problem is right now I don't have electrical everywhere, so like it's really like improvised right now how I have this all set up. So future videos I will. I have no idea what's going on. I've been doing 20 to 30% water changes to clear the problem, but within 1 to 2 days, back to cloudy water. I'm unsure if my Kessel A80 LEDs could be the problem, but someone told me to try a UV sterilizer, and then it cut off the rest. A UV sterilizer might help, but it probably won't. Yeah, on the cam. It probably won't solve the problem. It'll just fix the problem temporarily, and then like if you go to shut it off, it'll probably start again. I would just, how new is the tank? Let's see, did you mention that? If the tank's new, that could explain it too. Do you do one-on-ones? Like, can I book a 30-minute conversation, send you a heads up on my questions, like kind of a video chat? Well, if you have questions, you can feel free to message me. I may not respond right away, but I do eventually answer everybody. It just takes me time to get to it because there's usually, I would say on average, 30 to 50 people messaging me daily now, amongst everything else that I'm trying to do. So it just may take me a little time. But I mean, if you needed to, you could always send me on Snapchat to you or Facebook. You could send me videos of what you wanted to show me or whatever and have questions on, and that's fine. Does S-Repins tend to melt in low hardness water? I haven't personally tested that. It is very possible, but S-Repins does tend to melt, period, whenever it gets moved around. I actually have a little bit left. I had a bunch in this tank right before we moved, growing nicely, and after we moved, I've lost quite a bit. YouTube feed is delayed and behind the IG feed. Find it funny. These live streams are interesting. That's pretty funny. He should be back tomorrow about the CO2 regulators. Oh, okay. Sounds good, G-Bear. Can I bleach dip floating plants like foxtail? I wouldn't bleach dip any floating plants, and I wouldn't bleach dip anything sensitive, and that's pretty sensitive. You should get a 3D camera. Don't have the money for that right now. How's the girlfriend? She's mad at me right now, so the new dog is giving us problems, and she's not happy with it, so she's ignoring me, pretty much. Will plants melt if they lose CO2? Ran out, can fill it up for a week. I would say they'll probably be alright for a week. Some plants, if they're really sensitive, probably will, but most of the easy or beginner or even medium plants will probably be fine without it. That's why I asked about booking mine, and your schedule don't ever seem to meet up. You are one of the busiest persons. Thanks, I will do. That's fine. Just listen. If you have a question, if you want to show me something, take a video, snap a picture, whatever it is, shoot it to me, and I'll answer it, as fast as I can. If it's something really complicated and we really need to sit there and talk it out, not a problem. I will definitely help you out if you need. Are you shipping fruits to Canada? Not yet, Angelo. I'm working on doing a couple things internationally. Oh, good news, too, for those of you that are still watching here. I think I have a shirt supplier, so t-shirts will be coming soon. I'm going to stop at the house tomorrow. I'll be ready. Jake, actually, I was thinking about it just before as I'm setting shit up. I'm like, I really need a second set of hands right now because I'm not anywhere close to doing what I need to do, and I need to, when I get the 12 tanks, I need to build the racks. It just might make sense to have you get over here and start helping me with stuff sooner rather than later. These look alright. Sweet, I'm free tomorrow night and Friday, my guy. Well, I don't know if I have anything just yet, but as soon as I got the tanks, I need to start building the stand, so. Do you have any tips for Vesuvius sword? Mine keeps melting and growing a little. They're tricky. It'll sometimes melt all of its older leaves a lot, well, kind of similar to a lot of Sagittaria plants, and then grow back bigger and stronger. So I would just leave it be, probably is the best bet, and trim off any old dying leaves. Those are a pain in the ass to build, those racks. Well, these racks, I'm not using these racks anymore. I'm going to build wooden stands, and that's just for extra stability and ease of mind, because these, while they have been sturdy, I just don't trust them, for long term. So I definitely just want to get something that I can load things on. Plus, my main problem with these is once I put the 40-gallon breeder down below, it's impossible to get this off without completely draining, removing everything, and then like I really have to like finagle this thing out of here. I may actually have to break the stands, which I hope I don't have to do, but I may have to get these tanks off of here. So if I ever put one down below, it ain't coming out. It's not there. So the new stands, what I want to be able to do is slide the tank in rather than having to load it in from the top, and I think that would make it a lot easier and better. So shirts, woohoo, but please sleeveless. I'm tired of being in a wet shirt every day. My arms are short sleeves. Yeah, t-shirts. Yeah, so I'm planning to do a regular t-shirt, kind of like this right here, but also a sleeveless one that has them cut off, almost like, you ever see, I guess for the ladies, guys, you probably know what I'm talking about too, when like women wear the tube tops and then they have like the sleeveless shirts on top of them. That's the kind of sleeveless shirt that I'm thinking about doing. Or maybe something in between, I don't know. So, have you looked into restaurant stands? I haven't, but I need something that's ideal for my setup. And basically, when I start to try and figure out how I'm going to do the automatic water change system, having a wooden stand would be a lot easier. That allows me to attach things to it versus having like a metal stand that it would be difficult rigging things. At least with a wood stand, if there's a piece of wood there, I could screw something in and boom, done. What is your fertilizer regimen? So normally I dose an EI method. If you're not familiar with the EI method, I have a video on that and other types of dosing on my YouTube channel. Right now I haven't dosed anything, and the plants have been just fine without it. But I want to start dosing more. I really want to get the plants established first before I start dosing, because there's plenty of nutrients in this. So, tank top, old fashioned. Okay, that's the name of it. I gotta look into that. Make your own stands. Yeah, I'm gonna try to. Do plants do better in slower water movement? Some do. Some plants really are sensitive to different types of water parameters. You gotta remember, not all these plants, like, you're mixing plants from all over the world in one tank, unless you're doing a biotope that's specific to one region. So you may have plants from Asia, you may have plants from Australia, you may have plants from New Zealand, Americas, Brazil, wherever. So all these plants come from different water temperatures, different water conditions, different flow patterns, different everything, different flow speeds. So every plant is different, and when you start doing a tank with all these different plants, not everything's gonna like what you're doing. So that's why I always say, listen, even if you have the right parameters for a tank or for the plant, sometimes they still won't work. There could always be a different reason. Are you originally from NYC area? I grew up on Long Island, and I've been to one of the fish stores you did on your Long Island tour. I was born in Manhattan, moved to upstate New York, then Long Island, then Staten Island, and now I'm in New Jersey. So, when will you have S-Repens back in stock? Hopefully once they start growing again. I just saw them here before. They weren't looking too good, so I may have to contact the person that I bought them originally from and get some more. What's your favorite plants? Oh, I got a bunch. Mainly anything rare. I like them. It's like collecting Pokemon. I'm finding out that, especially with floaters, yeah, floating plants like less flow typically. Is it okay to EI dose without CO2? I kind of ran out. Yeah. I don't see why not. Maybe just do a little bit less. Should I try EI? I'm currently using Flourish and struggling to keep my nitrogen up and have too much micronutrients. So EI nutrients would, if you do a dry fertilizer method, will definitely allow you to fine-tune everything accordingly. But it may be a bit more work for you. So sorry, at work had to chat with a coworker. I do need help with my tank. If I send you a snap, IG, or email, can you assist me? I'm willing to pay for a consultation if needed. I don't charge, and yes, of course I'll help you. Just feel free to message me. Typically, like, people email me, and that's fine, but I typically like Facebook and Instagram better. It's easier for me to respond, and it's easier for me to communicate, like, media. So, like, if I need you to send a picture or a video, it's easier on Instagram or Facebook. Snapchat's okay, but Snapchat, because it disappears, like, I hate having to click save on every single thing so I remember what the hell we're talking about. Miss Fairlady, or Miss Lady Fair Pets says, do you have any recommendation for plants that won't grow? I have changed my lighting out and still not helped. I need to know what kind of plants they are. Starting my first aquarium, how soon will you have Amazon Sword and Java Fern restock? So I actually get my shipment tomorrow, but I'm thinking about updating the website tonight because I know exactly what they shipped. I'll probably just leave a couple of each plant off because I don't know the quality yet once I get them in. So, yeah. My Christmas and Flamos is doing amazing, plus boost. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Is that fluoride substrate? Yep. Fluoride, well, Sea-Chem fluoride, yeah. Hey, I'm late, but I have arrived. Welcome, Smith. I am new to the planted world, but do plants come on the market seasonally? No. Some might, but usually us online sellers have a wide variety available to us. I'm actually going to start ordering from a different supplier very soon once I have the additional 12 tanks set up. And I will be ordering from Indonesia more and other places overseas because those people are, they have a lot of plants that you can't get here in the U.S. at a wholesale level. I'm growing some S-Rep and Immerse. That's nice. Okay, can do. I'll find you on Facebook. Don't like Snap, though. I do use it to keep contact with my family. Oh, nice. When will you have floating plants and Java Moss restocked? So floating plants probably will be in a week or so. People bought me out of dwarf water lettuce, and I haven't set up that thing that I had underneath the tanks yet. The Rubbermaid tub, the big thing with the lights. I haven't set those back up yet, so I need to do that so I can continue growing the floating plants. And I have Boost coming in probably next week sometime, so I have to do that too. Oh, Jesus, a lot of questions. All right. My water spray is growing like crazy now. It has 4 baby stems. That's awesome. I just started a new tank with Sea-Chem fluoride. Very messy to prepare, but plants seem to like it. Yeah. It's just a pain when you move it around and stuff. It just releases a lot of dust. So, Java, I'm guessing Java Fern, Anubis, Water Wisteria, and African Water Fern. So all of those are pretty much slow-growing plants. So typically, if you're like worried that they're not growing, you probably just got to give them time. Yeah, they're slow-growing plants. Water Wisteria is slightly faster, but they're all slow-growing plants. So. Oh Jesus. Okay. Let's see. Jake wants a high-tech plant package. Jake, I'll pay you in plants. You come help me. How much is shipping to Queens? It should be $8.50 right now. I don't think you need heat packs as of right now. They are turning brown. The plants are turning brown. So when did you get them? That's my next question then, if they're turning brown. You guys go to the Garden State Plaza yet? I think I've been there a couple times previously. When will you put some Java Moss in stock? Java Moss is tricky. As soon as I put it up, it gets sold. So I'm thinking about raising the price slightly on it. Because when there's too much demand and I don't have enough supply, raising the price will help balance that out. Not as many people order it, and then the people that really want it will be able to order it. So I may raise it by like $1 or $2. So you bought the plants 3 months ago. What are your water parameters? That is what I would say. I think Monster Chew is trying to help you as well. Could be your water hardness. What can you tell us on stem plants? What do you want to know about stem plants? Ryan wants to know, when do you think Crip Balinese will be in stock? So I don't think I ordered any this week, but I will put it on next week's order for you. Some of mine don't grow roots for some odd reason. What kind of substrate? any good cheap lighting options? Define cheap. Keeping an eye out for when you restock Java Fern. Recently purchased some Java Moss at my first real plant. Great learning experience, hoping to swap out all my fake plants. Nice. What up, Sashimi Whiskey? What's going on? Alright, Jake, just let me know. I'll hook you up, bro. What's going on, Stephen Wong? 13 reasons why anyone? Why anyone what? What's up, Jim? Hiya, Jimmy. All you need is VStag and the other YouTube. No offense, other YouTubers. But I see these two everywhere. Can you help me with my boost? Its leaves keeps falling. That is expected, actually, out of boost. If you just got it in, boost can take up to 2 years to fully transition into its submerged state. So it's going to lose its older leaves. What you really just want to be looking out for is seeing if there's any new growth, and it's going to be super tiny, because normally what happens is the new growth from boost starts out really tiny, and then eventually you get bigger and bigger leaves. Let's see. I'm hoping to get a 40-gallon loan, so I'll possibly get a shit ton of plants from you. Nice, Dragonfish. Guess who? Root growth. Never heard of root growth as a type of substrate. Everything is in parameters for community beta. Can I have one plant for free for saying this? You have such a beautiful beard. Thank you, but if you want to win some plants, follow me. Well, you are following me on Instagram, but Instagram, YouTube, there's free giveaways every video now. And actually, speaking of which, let's do this. So I made a code. It's for 25% off your entire order. There's going to be 3 uses only, so 3 people watching can enter this code at checkout. And basically what it'll do is it'll save you 25% off your order. The code is going to be WCW 4530. What was that about, Walter? So the code is WCW, so Water Change Wednesday essentially, 4530, and that'll save you 25% off your order if you want to place one right now. So there you go. Oh, true. Okay, I see what you're saying. He says that's not it. Yeah, 4530 WCW. Save 25% off. Jamie, what size tank? Got back from shower time. Welcome, William. That's why I thought you were live on IG only today. Super secret giveaway time. Yep, there you go. WCW 4530 will give you 25% off on any order. It's good for 3 people, so only 3 of you will get to use it. So, do you know when you will be getting more Blixa japonica, and any tips? I actually have some growing that survived, but I gotta wait for it to really start perking back up because most of the stem plants are Why can't I find Pogostemon healthier? So that is often asked for a lot. I'm thinking about ordering tissue cultures because I found a supplier for tissue cultures. The new plant supplier that I plan on using here in a couple of weeks, I'll be able to order that. Blixa is super easy to grow. I would think it's a cool stem plant. You just, as it grows, you could just break it off into smaller and smaller pieces, and you'll get additional plants. What tank or big plants would go on in a glass cup with fluval gravel? What? Huh? I guess that was what type of big plants would go in a glass cup with fluval gravel. You could try some Anubias, just bury the roots, not the rhizome. Amazon swords, any kind of swords, giant hair grass. I punched a plant for not growing, LMAO, and the next day it literally grew so many flower buds. You probably heard it. Let's see. Any plants you really like that don't seem to get the attention they should, something we should consider. No, I mean the only thing that I would say is Bucephalandra. That doesn't get covered enough, and that's a really good plant. My giant fish auction is coming up. So many cool plants I've never heard of, like Rotella rendifolia, colorata. Yeah, I actually have those, Kaleem. I have all of those, actually. Walter, what are you doing? Come here. Why not build a pond in the basement? I like having tanks. One, it allows me to take nice Instagram photos and stuff. Having a pond, you don't really get that tank view, and it looks nicer. So. Justin, when will you have dwarf aquarium lilies back in stock? So my supplier's all out, actually. I tried ordering more. That and the red tiger lotus, they're all out. So I'll have to wait till they get it in stock or until I order from the other suppliers. 20 long, Jamie says his or her tank is. Sorry, Jamie, I don't know if you're a guy or a girl. 20-gallon long tank, $60 lighting option. Phoenix probably. I think maybe you should be able to get an LED for that. If not, if you're just trying to get regular light, you could go with almost any fixture because the 20-gallon long is rather short, so it doesn't need super powerful to penetrate. I found a great place to collect Ludwigia P variety natively in my area. Should I develop my own strain? Go for it. Sashimi Whiskey says, any advice on red crinkle? What in the world is red crinkle? I've never heard of that. Is it a type of sword? I'll still go with the Phoenix Plus. Yeah, Phoenix Plus probably. I have about 4 beginner plants in regular gravel. Is regular gravel okay? Regular gravel is okay, but you may want to still use root tabs. It'll give nutrients to the roots, being that the gravel has no nutrient content and can't absorb it. Ugh. So Toby's Aquarium asks, what do you think about the 24/7 Phoenix Aquarium light? Should I run a 24/7 option or should I max for 8 hours? I would just do max for 8 hours. The blue moon lights typically grow algae in most tanks, and so that's what people don't realize. Is they keep the blue lights on all night, they have algae, and that is usually why they have algae. If I miss them in auction, I'll have to get them if you start shipping to Canada. You might actually want to head up Lizzie's Fishies. She may have it. Lizzie'sFishies.com. She lives in Canada and ships to Canada, so. Chris says, hey Justin, what is a good low light carpeting plant for a 15-gallon with no CO2? You could try S. repens, 4-leaf clover, or dwarf sedge, or pygmy chain sword, or crypto parva would probably do okay. Let's see. I think Anubis is underrated. Yeah. Are the fertilizers you sell shrimp safe? So yeah, typically people do use them with shrimp. What I would suggest though is when you have shrimp, you want to introduce things slowly to them, obviously because they're super sensitive to water parameters. So what I would recommend is using either a quarter or half dose, what you would typically dose with the fertilizer or any fertilizer. Like if it was me and I had shrimp and I was putting something new in it, I would start off with a quarter of the dose and slowly work my way up to the full dose over a course of weeks and months. When will you have red root floaters? Very soon. You have to use root tabs in... Wait. You have to use root tabs in even gravel made for plants. Well, after time. So when you have a gravel that has nutrients already in it, over time the nutrients get lost, so putting in root tabs helps to regenerate that. Let's see. You ever had white specks that look like ick in your tank after adding new plants? I don't think so. How long will Eco Complete be good before I start tabs? Probably 6 months to a year. Have you ever considered moving to Norway and taking up the way of the ancestors? No. Do you ever have urges to behead non-believers? Yes! Behead all the non-believers. What's the best low-tech, heavily planted red plant? AR Mini or Ludwigia SP Red? Have I ever owned Barclaya longifolia? I have not. If you EI with plant substrate, won't it never go really loose, the nutrient content? I think over time it would still lose nutrient content. I'll share the stream now. Well, thanks, Jake. You have one job, Jake, to share the stream. And now it's gotten this far. We're already, what, an hour into this? How long have we been streaming? Almost an hour, probably. I don't even know. What time is it? Yeah, almost an hour, Jake. You had one job. And I had one job, and I was supposed to be doing all these plants, and I'm over here yapping about beheading people. So another plant that got really reddish or pink on me, the Crypt Flamingo. The newer leaves actually look better than they did with CO2. This water is actually super cold. I hope this doesn't hurt the plants in any way. This should be alright. It's a little colder than room temperature. 46 minutes. There you go. You see? Have you ever thought about doing a Dutch-style aquarium, aquascape? So I plan on actually having several show tanks down here eventually, and yes, one will be a Dutch-style. I actually have rocks coming in probably next week, so I'll have hardscapes up, both Dragonstone and Ryu Stone, and then a couple, like 2 weeks after that, I'll have the wood in stock. But I'm gonna, obviously look through and take some for myself and use that in my 55, which is actually going to be upgraded to a 75 very soon. I told you I was moving my computer. You should start a plant package deal for beginner plants. I actually plan to. As soon as I get my other set of tanks set up and I have enough of a supply that I can mix and match things and not have to worry about running out, I will. My thing is just, if you look at my website, I have maybe 10 plants left in stock out of however many I ordered and put up, so, yeah. What's up, Justin? What breed is your new dog? She's a Beagle mix, and her nose gets her into trouble, so, and she's having bathroom issues in the house. I don't understand it, but, yeah. Because she was doing fine, and now she's gotten worse, so I don't know. Oh, I've heard of the Barclaya longifolia. I just never had it. Would you rather have a dirt tank or nutrient-rich gravel types? Nutrient-rich gravel types. Dirt's annoying. Do you think heat is the reason why my Rickia won't grow? It's a possibility. Are red lights good for plants when ran by themselves? Any colored lights by itself? No, you want a mixture of lights, light spectrum. You don't want just one color. Plants absorb different, I think, of blue and red light spectrums. Should I cut the stem off and plant the new growth? Wait, hold on. I have new plants growing on my Amazon sword. What should I do? Oh, I would personally leave them until they reach the top of the water, and then if you want to remove them and trim them, that's what I would do. If you want more. If you don't want more, then trim them now. Wait till roots grow in. Yeah, that too. And all my Ludwigia white melted. $50 down the drain. It's one of those that I was hoping that I wouldn't lose. Peace out, bro. Thanks for the info. We'll keep looking at your site for new listings. Thank you. Appreciate it. That sucks. Any ideas why? Any ideas why what? Ludwigia White said, GG, fool. Oh, it melted? Probably because my CO2 got all out of whack, and it's a high CO2, high light plant, and it's very sensitive to changes. And so it did. What's the most difficult plant you've kept? Besides Ludwigia White, Amenia grassalis and Amenia senegalissinis, or whatever the hell it's called. Those have been a pain. You gonna dedicate a tank to Ludwigia White? I might. Cole says, I'm looking to set up a plants tank. I have regular black sand. Do you think it will be okay with some root tabs? Sorry if I'm off the topic. Yeah, no, that'll be fine with root tabs. Should be good. So much stuff. Need my water bottle. Hold on 1 second. Just keep everything wet. So you get algae when your tank is off balance? Yeah, typically when you have too much light or not enough nutrients or an imbalance of some sort, yes. What's in the tank looks like a lot of moss. Yeah, so a lot of moss, a lot of Anubis, a lot of boost in this tank. Is there really nothing you can do to save at least a little bit of the Ludwigia white? Nope, it's completely gone. All that's left is a bare stem. If I'm lucky, the bare stem will sprout new leaves, but I very much doubt it. This is what my Ludwigia white has, and the bottom stem just broke off there. This is what it looks like now. No leaves whatsoever. May bounce back. I'm going to keep it planted and see what happens, but... And also, pulling plants out can mess up your balance. Yeah, it can, but right now I have to do maintenance on these plants, and pretty much when I was setting these tanks up, I just kind of threw everything in here just to get it in. And now that it's had some time to adjust and start growing a little bit better, now is the time that I'm going to do what I'm doing now and rip everything out and replant it the right way, nice and neatly. And yeah, stirring up the substrate. Yeah, it's going to get a little cloudy in there. Let's see. Brian, you should. Brian asks. He says, "I'm thinking of starting a Dutch aquascape, but I have no idea what light to use for my 20 high for a medium light." I would try a Fluval 2.0. That's honestly going to give you tons of light, and you can adjust the dimming on it. I'll take the dead stuff. My plants were shipped. Can't wait. Nice. Let's see. Good way to get rid of algae growing on the substrate. I ran out of CO2 over the weekend, and it started to grow some parts, and I put the autos in there, and they're doing a good job. But any other tips? Just stir it up is what I would do, Jake. Jake Crazy Obsession says, "Hey, what's up? Any ETA on when you will be getting Red Tiger Lotus or Rubber Floaters?" So Red Tiger Lotus is probably going to be a couple weeks because I got to wait for my nursery to get them back in stock, but Red Roof Floaters will probably be a week or two. Can you show a medium-sized plant? Which medium-sized plant? Because they're all different sizes. Typically a medium-sized plant will be bigger than, just rough ballpark, and some plants are different. Oh, real quick. Instagram, the stream is going to go down. You could follow on Facebook or YouTube, or I'm going to bring it back up afterwards. What up, Zach? There we go. So typically a medium-sized plant is about, I would say, taller than 8 inches, maybe even bigger. What's up, man? What's up, Zach? How's it going? Why is Instagram not working here? Red Flame. Let's see. I am all out of red flames, but they're probably about 10 inches to 12 inches tall. What's up, Zach? How's it going? Algae? Yeah, I'm removing algae right now. There's a ton of it on all these plants. Are you shipping out orders tonight or tomorrow? No. So anything placed after, what was it? Anything that was placed, I think, yesterday afternoon or later won't be going out until Monday. What up, Lee Brand? He wants to know, do I have any fish? What up, Orlando Lover? Oh, wait. What's up, Amber? I don't have fish in these 4 tanks. Shrimp in this tank. I've only seen 1 left. I don't know what happened to the rest. They might be hiding. And in my 55, I have fish. Man, it's Wednesday already? That it is, Sean. What's going on? Justin, did you watch Logan? Yeah, I did, actually. I really liked it. This freaking monstrosity, this shrimp cave that I made with this flame moss on it. Taking up so much room. Sweet, love your work. Keep up the good work. Or keep it up. Your plants look really nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. Java moss. What lights are you using? They're the Fluval 2.0 LEDs. Yep, I am, Donna. If you could actually go to my website, h2oplants.com, and you could see my whole list of gear, everything that I use. Do you have any water lettuce in stock? It got cleaned out this past week, so I don't have any just yet, but I will probably in a week or so. Does hedge plant grow fast or slow? I bought some a few months ago and it hasn't grown at all. It's hardly rooted. Zach, hedge plant I think is not a truly aquatic plant. You might want to double check on that, but I'm pretty sure it's not. You're welcome. Thank you for all the hearts on Instagram, guys. I appreciate it. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, if you could give likes too and share, it really helps out the stream. Alright, let me continue what I'm doing over here. I grow cherry leaf. Look at this. What's up, James's Fish Tanks? What's going on? You're welcome, Zach. So Jamie says off topic from plants, but what's everyone's favorite fish? Floyd says all the plants I got from you a while back are doing great. Thanks again. You're welcome. Glad to hear it. Oh wow, these things have survived. I thought they died on me. This what are they? Gradley something? I forget. I don't know how to pronounce them. I butcher the names. What's your favorite fish at the moment? My electric blue ram I love. I want to get more of them. This little patch of microsword is going to go in the other tank where I decided to purchase a microsword from my nursery, and they're pretty good. My hairgrass is doing bad. Your hairgrass is doing bad? What happened, Radius? How do I keep getting a staghorn algae in my tanks? Never had staghorn algae, and I know it's a pain in the butt once you have it in there. I think typically the best thing you can do is break it down and start fresh, I think. Does anybody know a cure for staghorn algae? 360 pan, what else is in the room? That's what's in the room. Have you ever seen the balloon version of them? I have. I don't like them. Hey Justin, my weapons I got from you have been growing slowly. Wonder why? It just may not be getting enough light just yet. You could try floating them and seeing if it'll grow faster when it's getting direct contact, direct light without having to be completely submerged. I have algae on my tank. I don't have time because I work at night and sleep all day. I just put mollies on my 50-gallon. Is that good enough? Ian, I would say you're taking the lazy way out, and it's only going to solve the problem for as long as they eat the algae. I would figure out why you have algae and then fix it from there. Ryan says, my hairgrass is dying too. How long ago did you get the hairgrass? Typically, the older leaves on the hairgrass will melt back, but the stuff will grow crazy. How do you grow Eureka? I just leave it floating. And it grows fast. Alright. About a month. I would say give it a little more time, Ryan. Big tanks, thank you. Nice tanks, thank you. Let's see, Randy says if you find yourself in Seattle for some reason, there's a shop called King's Discus. Some of the best golden and electric blue rams I've ever seen. If I'm ever there, I'll be sure to check it out. What substrate do you use? Everything that I use is in the description of the video on YouTube, but I use Seachem fluorite. How do I get rid of spot algae? What plants and where is it growing? Get narite snails, they do wonders. Narite snails do wonders. Yeah, it could be excess light that's growing. Best root tabs, mine. I think my root tabs are the better deal because you get more for the price. Was that a ghost? No, that was Honey. She's having issues with going potty in the right places, giving me a real big issue. So I bought this little pen. She's in the pen. When she's not in the pen, she, it's like I have to watch over her and make sure she goes to the bathroom outside. So she got up to stretch and then wants to whine a little bit, but she's got to learn where potty is. And yeah, your tanks are beautiful. Mind if I ask how long you leave the lights on each day for best growth? Right now, 8 hours. What kind of dog? It's a beagle. Hopefully she straightens up her act, or Margaret is going to either leave me or I have to get rid of the dog. So I'm hoping that she straightens up real fast. So I have to keep her confined until she learns what to do and where to do it. Lily, how long are your lights on for? That could be it too. Damn, we're at 48 viewers on YouTube. I think that's our highest yet. I don't know if we ever cracked 50. We have 24 on Facebook and 8 on Instagram. So total, that's what, like 70, 80 viewers. If you can all share the stream, if every single one of you shares the stream on Facebook or YouTube, I think we could break 100 in total. You need patience. I have patience. Margaret doesn't have any patience. And you know what they say, happy wife, happy life. So I'm trying to keep her happy and keeping the dog confined. So if she goes potty, it's in a controlled spot in the meantime. But I went through much worse with Walter, my other dog, when I first got him, because I got him when he was a puppy. Literally, he peed when you would just look at him. She is sneaky, and she won't pee when you're around until you turn your back, and then she goes and pees or poops wherever. So I have to keep her confined because she will go to the bathroom the moment I let her out of that. But then when I take her out, she doesn't go out. She like refuses to go outside. So Walter was a whole different story. The moment you looked at him, peed. The moment he woke up, peed. Like I remember having to run him down the stairs of my old apartment when I first got him. You know, he was a puppy. He was only like 4 or 5 months old. 4 months old or whatever it was. Run him down the stairs in my arms, and he pees on me. And I was like, oh, I almost brought him back. I was like, I can't, but I'm so glad that I didn't. So I thought we were all talking about fish, not dogs. Well, dogs too. So I'm hoping that she gets the hang of things, or Margaret's going to make me choose. Why don't you buy puppies instead? Because I wanted to rescue her. She's only 1.5 years old, so she knows. It's just she, I don't know. I don't know why she's boycotting going to the bathroom outside. So, let's see. Tom Amston, I'm at work, but I'll leave it running in the background for a view, then watch it later. Take care. Thank you for the super chat, $5. I appreciate that. Hello, plant nerds. What up are you? Where are the new tanks? New tanks aren't set up yet. I keep my light on from 4 to 8 or 9. Oh, damn, we're at 53 viewers now on YouTube, so it spiked the views a little bit. Hi, Walter. Hi. Come here. No. He's like going over to tease the dog and be like, haha. But is your favorite plant? Well, my Ludwigia white, except it died. I have these weird cotton-like growths in my, it's probably a bacteria or a mold. Do you actually need to go out? Potty? Do you need to go potty, or are you just trying to get out because Walter's down here? I can't tell. The moment I take her out, though, she's going to change her mind. I know this. No, she doesn't need to go out. Let's see. No, I know it's just because Walter's in here. Hi all. Justin, I'm so happy you chose a rescue dog. I had a pretty big rescue in New York City and used to... Yeah, she wants to play with Walter. Walter, go upstairs. Go. Go upstairs. Go. 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 Had a pretty big rescue in New York City, and I used to rescue dogs from death row and animal control. That's nice. Are you actually gonna go outside? Are you actually gonna go outside? Okay. Let me take her out real quick, guys. I apologize. I'll be right back. See if she goes to the bathroom, or if she's gonna boycott me. I have everything down here already ready. All right. Now, Walter. Now, Walter. All right, come on. Spray the plants real quick. All right. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright, she did not go to the bathroom. It's so frustrating. 1 second, let me close this door. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Oh, Instagram just went down. Oh, battery died. It is frustrating that she doesn't go to the bathroom. She was going to the bathroom. Now she's not. I don't understand it. You know, I get frustrated, but I have patience, so I can deal with it. Margaret, on the other hand, does not. So, she's not happy with the dog and the way she's acting. So, she needs to learn. Or right now, I need to just keep her confined until she learns. So. The problem is if I take Walter and her out, all they want to do is play, and Walter and her like just literally attack each other. Not like in a harmful manner, but they don't know how to walk properly yet, and I'm just trying to train her to go outside, and yeah, so. Yeah, she doesn't like to be crated. I know that, but I figured, you know, it may be that she's whining, take her out, and all that. If you have the tether, if you have to tether her to your belt loop with a leash to keep her near you when you're in the house so she doesn't use the bathroom in the house. Yeah. So the dog was... Yeah, pretty much that, Cape Cod. You nailed it. Margaret got angry. She very rarely is going to the bathroom outside. Like, she did it last night for me. She peed. Great. But then this morning I woke up, she peed and pooped in the bedroom. Which was the first time she's ever done that. So I don't know. I'm trying. For right now, it's confined to a space with her bed and food and water at all times, unless I'm able to watch her. Like right now I can't obviously watch her, and if I let her loose, she goes around and pees and poops down here, and that's making it worse because then she's getting it in her mind, oh, then I pee and poop down here. So I'm trying to make it so she understands, like, till you're ready to go outside, this is how it's going to be. So I'm hoping that, yeah. The dogs know Margaret is the alpha male in the house. So. I think she'll get it. It's just, it's going to take some time. I just have to keep it, like, she's just going to be confined. I'm the one training her. Like, Margaret doesn't even want to walk her because when Margaret took her out yesterday, she broke out of her cage the day before that and tore up the house, peed and pooped everywhere upstairs while we weren't having. So she broke out of her cage. I had to rig her cage with plywood because she literally broke the bars. Don't know how, but she did. So she got out. She made a mess in the house. Then yesterday, Margaret had took her out. She went to the bathroom. She peed outside. And then she came inside and peed and pooped inside again right after she got taken out because while Margaret was walking Walter. Yeah, so she needs to be crated at night and crated when no one is home. Yep. Use those electric ties to tie up the gate, the crate. Well, so what I did is I put pieces of plywood on top because that's how she got out. She actually got out through the top. And the reason being is she was able to push her weight on the bars to make it fold, like to bend, and she was able to climb out through that. So I put pieces of plywood on top with zip ties. It's zip tied. She shouldn't be able to get out of that, but she is rather clever. And then maybe that is a food allergy. No, she's been fine with the food. She's no allergies. So yeah, and now it's come to gated in when I can't watch you. Like if we're upstairs watching TV and I can watch her and keep an eye on her, fine, you know. But right now, you know, because I'm busy doing all this, she has to stay crated, and I can't leave her with Margaret. So, you know, she's fine though. She's got a bed. She's got water. You know, she's just got to learn. So. Yeah, I need to get her another crate for upstairs in the bedroom. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to take because right now it's one of those pens, the pentagon pens or whatever, hexagon pens. I'm going to take that upstairs because she went last night during the night. Or I think it was early morning because Margaret actually slept in the baby's room. She was so mad. So she slept in the baby's room, I slept in our room, and I think it was in the morning when Margaret got up that she got angry, or that she got scared and went to the bathroom. So I'm going to keep her confined, hoping that works. She's probably going to cry throughout the night and wake me up, so I'm going to have to keep her settled. But yeah, it sucks. I don't want to do this. I feel terrible, but it is what it is, you know, until she gets with the program. This is what it is. So I'm actually thinking about just going and buying another dog crate for upstairs as well, because taking this apart, moving it upstairs, and bringing it back down here, nightmare. So, yeah. Anyway, those pipes are annoying. I think it's because she's calm when we come home. Like when we come home, she seems to be calm. I think it's just that first couple of minutes after we leave that she gets anxious, and because she was able to get some movement out of the cage originally, she figured that one out and she was able to get out. You know, now I plywooded it in, she's not able to. I'm actually probably going to move her into the back room behind our kitchen now that it's warmer out, because the heat hasn't been working in there, but now that it's like 60 degrees, it's fine. So if I put her back there, I have a gate blocking the way, so I have an actual gate, and then I could put the crate back there, so even if she manages to get out of the crate, she's still gated in, so it stops her from creating a mess throughout the rest of the house. Sorry, Craig. Craig's like, Facebook's over here. Seems like you're ignoring us. Sorry, just answering questions. Pets are children. Do your thing, homie. I'm trying. What is a great plant for a tall tank? Jungle Val or giant hairgrass? Let's see. So how's everyone? Ryan, where's a good place to order Dragonstone from? I'll actually have Dragonstone very soon. What's up, Jacob? And Herden says, my tank got blackbeard algae problem. How to overcome that? Do you have CO2? Craigslist for crates. I actually didn't think about that. Should should probably do that. It's probably cheaper than buying it new. At this rate, I spent $120 on that. I spent $80 for the other gate to keep her confined while, like, if I need to just stick her somewhere real quick and not in the crate, I could stick her in the back room momentarily while I'm doing stuff or company's over. And what's in the water bottle? It's just water. I'm just keeping the plants wet that I'm taking out of the tank right now. This is very strange, and I guess this does it too. And I guess most hygros do. This is the hygro cherry leaf. It's actually growing roots out of its leaf. See, I rescued Walter originally. I mean, he was a puppy when I got him, but I still I rescued him from a shelter. It wasn't I didn't shop him, and I knew getting another dog that there would be a possibility of this, but Mara has zero patience when it comes to these things. So we gave it a week. We're going on 2 weeks now. Well, we're a week and a half, so 2 weeks will be next Wednesday. But in that week and a half, she has been. I've underestimated her, let's just say. So now pulling out all the stops, barricade her in, and she'll get it. She just constant supervision. And today I'm bringing this upstairs. Confined into that area. I'm going to lay down wee pads in every area outside of her bed, so that way if she goes, at least she gets that, hopefully gets that idea of going on the wee pads. I just hope she doesn't cry all night, because I can't. I need her to go to sleep. Be good. Check out some of my videos for what you can turn a rescue dog into. All my dogs have been rescued, and all of them turned out awesome working dogs. Yeah, I know, like, Walter was a rescue dog. He's a great dog. Like, he listens. The only thing that he does is sheds, and that, I mean, is uncontrollable. But his behavior, good with kids, good with cats, good with other dogs, well behaved and listens. He's still got that shy shelterness to him when coming from a shelter. Like, some dogs are really like, I don't know what it is. Very shy, I guess it would be the word. I don't know what other word, but there's like another word for it. I see this is really causing you to be upset. You are not your normally bubbly self. It's just, you know what it is she has to stop messing up, or I have to return her, because Margaret's already, like, done with her. She wants me to take her back. I'm, like, pleading with her to let me keep her, and I'm, like, trying to do everything I can to get it right, because it would break my heart to have to bring her back. So exercise will make her poop. I'm trying, like, I tried doing that, but when I try and run with her, she doesn't want to run. She just wants to smell everything. So it's like, and I'm like trying to get her to go, and it's like dragging her, and I don't want to do that. So yeah. Yeah, exercise is key. I mean, maybe what I'll try is when I take them out later, Walter and her, I'll let them play together, let Walter do his business, put him back inside, and let her go to the bathroom outside, because that's that might get it going, because she literally hasn't gone to the bathroom since this morning. I took her out, unless she peed in her on her bed, which I didn't see any wetness upstairs in the crate, so I don't know. she hasn't really peed or went to the bathroom since this morning, which is odd, so I don't know. What's up, Jasmine the puppy? What are those canister filters? There's Sun 304B. My girlfriend's old dog constantly smells because he's a hunting dog, but when I used to walk it, I would start running, it would run with me. Yeah, Walter runs. Walter wants to play and do everything, but she's being very difficult. I don't know if it's because of everything going on and whatnot, but I don't know. Other than that, she's a good dog. Like, you know, she's good with children, she's good with the cat, she's gotten used to the cat, she's good with Walter. She just wants to be loved, but, you know, gotta behave. If you don't behave, it's not gonna work. So, let's see. Try my best. As long as I keep her, you know, confined and she doesn't get into trouble, might be alright. I just need to watch her with breaking out of her cage again, because... Yeah. Let her play with Walter till she calms down. I'll try it. I will give it a try. Come on. There's all this algae growing on this Anubis. Hi, would you talk about plant spacing? I'm newly planted. How much is too much? Well, plant spacing, what do you mean by, like, how far apart you should space the plants? I mean, I just make sure that no plants are being shadowed by each other as best as possible. You never want the plant to be completely cut off from the light. That's probably about as best as I can give you guidelines on that. Have you ever tried pheromone sprays? They make collars and diffusers as well. The pheromones supposedly calm them down. Never tried that. How many tanks are you up to after the move? Just 5 right now, the 5 that I had. I actually plan on going to get the other 40-gallon breeders next week. After they play until they can't move anymore, on walking them together, they'll be your greatest... Oh, can't anymore. Insist on walking them together. He will be your greatest teacher to make her pee and poop outside. I hope. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Ways to reduce light. I have a 10-gallon tank, high-tech, but lighting is too strong. Floating plants. How is everyone adjusting to the house? Do you love, hate, loathe the neighbors? The neighbors are fine. Margaret's just disliking the dog at the moment. I came here late. Is the problem the dog isn't trained to go outside? So she was going outside. Margaret's gotten frustrated. It's led to the dog being, disciplined harshly by Margaret, and now I don't know how she's perceiving it. So I'm trying to adjust that behavior. Margaret's not doing anything with the dog anymore. I'm pretty much taking her out 100% because Margaret was taking her out after she got home from work because she gets home before me, but it's just best if I do it. And she was going to the when I first got her, she went to the bathroom inside the first 2 days. She was going to the bathroom outside. Then she was starting to go to the bathroom more outside, and now it's less outside and more inside. So I'm trying to get her back in that habit of going outside. So. Can hair algae be removed simply by removing it? So I'm removing it right now from this. You can just pick it off very easily. Kind of just run your hands through it and it'll come off relatively easily. But that doesn't solve the issue. More will probably still grow. And I'm trying to get off any blackbeard algae as well because there is some growing on these. Good luck, Justin. I am on your side. I have to go shopping before the store closes. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. 2 of my plants had hair algae, but simply pulled it off. Not sure if it will come back again. My Rotella indica is growing in a spiral pattern rather than straight up. Some indirect light from windows in the AM before the lights come on. That's probably the light. The plants are always going to grow towards the light, and more powerful light's coming from the top or from the outside of the tank. So. Poor me, most of all, because I'm stuck in between it, and I don't want to have to bring her back. Like, it broke my heart seeing the dogs in there. It's not that it's a bad shelter. It's just I love animals. I'd adopt them all if I could. So Harridan says that they don't have CO2. So blackbeard algae, outside of having CO2 issues, could also be a light issue. How long are your lights on, and how intense are they? I keep mine outside and I run for when I'm away, hope for the best. Yeah, right now, like, I don't have, I know you're paying on potty training beagles, hang in there. God, please don't tell me it's that bad. I think she'll get it. I just have to, like, dogs typically won't pee and shit where they sleep, so I'm hoping that, put the gate around where she sleeps. She knows that she won't pee there or poop there. If she does, I'm going to have wee-wee pads down, and then, hopefully she gets in the habit of going outside. I don't know. I'm hoping that it works. Does Indian almond leaves have any impact on plants? I don't believe so. I think the person left. The person left, Craig. I'm sorry. Sorry. We're over here talking about dogs and stuff. And pretty soon I'm going to be sleeping in the crate with her at this point, at the rate I'm going. How long should you keep the light on or off to help prevent BBA with no CO2? So, I wouldn't turn it completely off, but I would probably reduce it. I would reduce the time photo period. So I would probably, if you're like at 8 hours, I would reduce it down to like 6 and see what happens. Yeah, Jake, I'll take all those plans. I think Indian almond leaves are just overpriced. I actually might be able to get them. I don't know what the going price is on them that you guys pay for, but I have somebody I found that sells them. So if you're running 10 to 12 hours, that's too much light. If you're getting algae, yes. If without CO2 and you're getting algae at 10 to 12 hours, too much light. I'd cut it down. You have to understand, some plants aren't able to utilize that much light. They might be lower light plants, and therefore they're not going to utilize it, which will cause algae to grow because the plants are going to not be able to absorb all of it. So come on. This thing is stuck. Come on. I tell you, these suction cup things on these are good. They're sticky, but they you want to take them off, they're a pain. Just came in, so I didn't hear all the problems, but dogs and girls don't handle big change well. Once everyone settles into the new place, it will calm down. I'm hoping, Dave. I'm hoping. Because I'm stuck in between the two. See, it would be easy if I wasn't an animal lover. But, like, I literally wanted to go in there and adopt every single dog I saw there. Yeah, Craig, hopefully they do see the answer. What's the top 3 fastest growing plants in your opinion? Let's see. Ludwigia repens, Rotella indica, and Rakia. Although it's not really an easy plant, but it freaking grows super fast for me. How many high do you plan on getting going on your tanks, or at the same level? Oh, it's gonna be at this. These damn pipes are annoying. I'm sorry, guys. The tanks are probably gonna be maybe slightly higher than they are now, just so I can raise the bottom one up slightly more, so I don't have to crouch down and really be all in there. Craig, it's all good. I get it. Jake, I want all the plants. Water lilies are a fast-growing plant too. Why is the title algae problems? Because I'm having tons of algae problems. What I'm picking off of these things are tons of algae right now. I'd buy H2O plants. IAL. I use them for my beta. He's really prone to eye issues and fin issues, and the IAL has been preventing them so far. What's IAL? Oh, Indian almond leaves. I'm retarded. Alright, I'll look into possibly getting some Indian almond leaves. I found a supplier earlier, so we'll see. Do you run your 2.0s as high as you can go? Yep. I got a miniature one on accident, so he has like 30 of them on the bottom of his tank. Oh, damn. What does CO2 do in a planted aquarium? Plants need CO2 to photosynthesize. We breathe in oxygen, they breathe in CO2. Thanks for the beta info. Do you think the plants are changing the water parameters and that's what's helping the beta? Not necessarily. I mean, the plants are probably absorbing any nitrates and ammonia and all that, so it's helping keep the water clean, which is a good thing. It also helps to oxygenate the water as well, so. What's a good, easy fish for a 55-gallon tank that is going to have plants? You could try rainbows. Relatively easy. You could try guppies. Whole lot of guppies. Mollies, anything like that. Tetras. I personally like tetras. They seem to, health-wise, be the best in my experience, but that could be, oh, the almond leaves. Yeah, I didn't know that about the almond leaves, that they actually do help the, I know that tannins are good for them. I know that that's what it is. Tons of freaking algae in this tank. All this hair algae. I started, I like live bears. It was cool. Watch the Circle of Life. It also is why I like shrimps, but I'm not the best with them for some reason. You get the hang of it over time. What light are you using? Flipwheel 2.0? Yep. Let's see. Big fish and plains don't typically mix well. Yeah, anything like really big typically won't be good. But like you could have angels, discus. Those get rather large. This hair algae literally killed like most of the boost because it just suffocated all the leaves out. It's like I'm having pieces of the rhizome just like fall apart on me. There's still some leaves, so it'll come back. It's just gonna take a really long time. Can I show the tanks real close? Hold on 1 second. I will do that for you. Just give me a second. How did the water change from old house to the new one? I actually haven't tested it, Valley. Probably should, but I haven't. All I know is all the fish have been good, and outside of the plants that I knew were gonna melt because of all the changes. Just gonna show tanks real quick. Actually, can I flip this? Hold on, let me see if I can flip this. Oh, there we go. Actually, it's upside down. There we go. Okay. There's this. I gotta move all the suction cups to the back. This one has tons of algae and tons of melting. I have to take care of that. A lot of melt there. Gotta fix that. So that's that. And then the 55 is over there. But yeah, that is that. Now, for some reason, come on, flip back over. Oh no, wait. Okay, I have it this way. Okay. And there we go. Now the camera's all messed up. Hey Justin, I live in California and I have a pH of 8.4 out of my tap. Would Italian valve grow in my water? I have no CO2. Good question. I've never had it in that high pH. It may be able to transition. It might take a little bit, but eventually it might be able to work out. How to get rid of green hair algae? Exactly what I'm doing here. Pluck it off and balance the tank. Right now, it's usually excess CO2 or excess lighting, both of which I have, I'm pretty sure, and that's why I'm having. Later, Craig. That's why I'm having the issues that I'm having. So I'm hoping that I'm solving that with what I'm doing right now. Come on. Break. Tell you what though, Rickia is a pain in the butt. That shit gets everywhere. pH normally, I mean, unless it's super high or super low, pH normally won't affect plants that much as long as it's consistent. The problem is when you have shifting pHs, like you have CO2 that's on too high, and your water is so your water gets acidic in your tank, but then your change water is too high in pH, and then you start developing issues because there's too many fluctuating pH levels. Best looking plant in your opinion? There's quite a couple, but I really like the Ludwigia Senegalese or whatever the hell it's called. Are you running new substrate on all the tanks with the hair algae? Nope. Do you sell Subwaskertang? I have either what's called Subwaskertang or Pelia. I'm not sure of which one it is exactly. I haven't correctly identified it yet. I'm just going to move you guys over a little bit. There we go. But yeah, I have to look into that. Why is that? Nice tank, thank you, Angel. Later, LRB. Tell us about the tank on the right, please. Nice plants. Have bought them, or do you sell them? I do sell them, Maj. If you are in the United States, you can buy my plants. Just go to h2oplants.com, and they're all there to be purchased. What's up, Eric? Thank you, but I'm from the UK. I do love my plants, but my fish don't agree with them. Ah, yeah, that's tricky. Some fish enjoy the plants as nice little snacks. Tell us about your algae. Well, I have green hair algae and blackbeard algae over a bunch of things right now. So what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning off all these plants right now. I'm going to reorganize them a bit nicer because it's chaos after I moved. We just recently moved. I'm taking it you're new here, so we just recently moved. Everything is a mess. Why is there microsword just chilling in here? That can go in there. So yeah. Well, I've been live for 2 hours? Yeah, I've been live for 2 hours. Holy shit. Walter's not here? Where's he upstairs? Oh, he's laying down over there. I'm still battling BBA too. It feels like it's a never-ending battle. Well, typically, it's not that big of an issue for me. Typically, mine goes away, or I just remove the affected leaves. But because the CO2 has been all out of whack because of the move and all that, the plants are like covered in it right now. So that's why I'm not really selling any stem plants, other than the fact that a lot of them just doesn't look healthy, so I don't want to sell anything that's not healthy. But that the majority of them have blackbeard and algae infected on them. So I gotta the stem plant tank is gonna, or the other tank is gonna be the next project, because that's just as bad as this one. This one has a lot of green hair algae because it's got a lot of slow growing plants. So the green hair algae typically likes the slower growing plants. And so I'm trying to remove it so it doesn't suffocate any more species, because I already lost as many species as I really like to. So yeah, I'm just removing all these and just trying to clean it up. This is what I recommend for anybody with algae problems. If you have a really bad algae outbreak, like this is when it starts getting severe, when you start noticing that it's affecting the way the plants grow. If you have a small amount of algae, just figure out what's causing it, and then you'll usually solve the problem before it gets bad. But if you don't, then this is kind of the course of action I recommend, is doing a massive clean out of everything. What's going on, Manuel? What's going on, Jonas? Alrighty, let's see. It's just a lost cause. That's one boost down. Kind of algae you got going on? So I have green hair algae and black beard algae. Never give up, never surrender. Did you move already? I did, Marius. We are in the new house right now. This algae is all over the stuff. I'm scrapping the boost. The boost is completely affected. It makes no sense to try and salvage this. It's just a waste of time. It's not that I'm selling this anyway, and I got more coming in regardless, so I'll just salvage this, or I'll just get new ones. It makes no sense. It's completely covered, and to remove it all by hand just for it to come back, no. What's up, Casey? How's it going? Are you ever going to get into super hard Eero species? For example, blood vomit. So I tried the blood vomit actually right before we moved, and it died on me. But I wanna set up another tank just for those type of plants and see what I can do with them. Two hours plus now. Nice. But the boost emergent and the algae will die off after that. I'll just slow down the transition. Problem is I don't have really anything set up for it, so I'm just gonna take it out. It's not worth it. It's completely covered and it's got barely any leaves. My apologies for that banging sound. That is my steam pipes, for those of you just joining us. Jake, that's messed up. Hair algae? Yeah, green hair algae. And some blackbeard algae as well. I got this one nice Eero growing here. I don't know what kind it is, but it's pretty nice. It's the only one growing really well for me. I have one other one that's like hanging on. This is actually like, I could break this up into a couple different plants. So boom, I got 4. I got hair, not good. What to do? Well, right now I'm manually removing it. And then basically it came from imbalance in my tanks, which I'm currently trying to get it back there. So with that hair algae, is it only when what it touches or in the water? It's only what it touches, so as it's floating, it's clinging onto stuff. And then it's just smothering the mosses, anything that's slow growing, the Anubis, the Boost. It's just getting smothered in it. Most of the stem plants are done fine. I just, all the stem plants I need to readjust and organize because they're just growing, I just positioned them wherever I could find room at the time. So now I have them all over the place. I'm just trying to straighten things up a bit neater. Do you treat the whole tank for the hair? Well, I'm not treating it with nothing. I'm just trying to balance it. You could treat with like Excel or hydrogen peroxide, but I'm not doing any of that because I have sensitive plants and I'm worried about any of those treatments effectively killing the sensitive plants that I have or have left, because a lot of mine have since died. So right now I'm just trying to figure out of everything that I have here how I'm going to arrange this now. I need to get a video to my editor real quick. So it dies off. So basically what I'm doing, once the tank is properly established and balanced, being that the CO2 is really out of whack and the lights are, and everything's adjusting to the new lights and all that, the algae should eventually disappear. It may still continue coming back for a little bit, and I'll have to, you know, kind of hand remove it the way I am now. But once I get the plants arranged properly where they can all grow and thrive inside of the tank the way it is now, that algae should eventually get kind of eaten up in the sense that it won't have any nutrients, in which case it'll die. And yeah. At least that's what I'm hoping for. What light do I use? I use the Fluval 2.0 LED. Sorry, I just gotta send a video file. So I'm gonna end the stream probably in about 5 minutes. So if you guys have questions or anything, make sure to say them now, so that way all that stuff. How big do Amazon swords get when grown above water? They can get rather large, like really big. You're talking probably at least like 2 feet, maybe bigger. So what's the best to treat hair algae? I tried removing all mine once and it stopped toasting even. Don't think it's dying off. So you probably have an issue with your lights being too much for your tank, or you have really slow growing plants. So what I would do is, if your lights are on a dimmer, I'd probably dim them a little bit, or I would get faster growing plants. Because typically the hair algae that I have is only growing on the slow growing plants. So once the fast growing plants get established again and they're absorbing all that excess light and all that excess nutrients and CO2, the hair algae won't have any nutrients to consume, even if there is slow growing plants in the tank. So that's essentially what I'm trying to do right now with all this. I'm just removing any of the bits that the hair algae has to grow. So morning, getting sleepy. A little bit. But I gotta finish this. I got all these plants down here that I have to put back in this tank. So can't go to bed yet. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. Well, in this case, it kind of does. Is that your sink draining? No. What do you hear? Is that like the flowing of water? That could be the filters. Sometimes they're a little loud. Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream here because if I continue talking, I'm going to keep getting sidetracked and I need to finish this. Plus I got to take the doggy's OUT again and hopefully she pees, goes to the bathroom, and all that good stuff. So, thanks for hanging out. I will see you all Sunday and have a great rest of the week. Later.